वेलकम बैक क्लास। आज हम पहला लेक्चर लेंगे और ये लेक्चर जो है वो यूनिट थर्ड है जो आपका है सिलेबस का, उस यूनिट थर्ड पर बेस्ड है। यूनिट थर्ड है मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ट्रांजिशन मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स। ओके, मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ट्रांजिशन मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्सेस। सो दिस विल बी द लेक्चर वन। और आज हम सिर्फ इसका इंट्रोडक्शन लेंगे। बेसिकली क्या हम बात करते हैं जब हम कहते हैं मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज़ की। तो देखिए, आप जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि सारे जो जितने भी ट्रांजिशन मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स होते हैं वो सब मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज शो करते हैं। ठीक है, एवरी ट्रांजिशन मेटल शोज, मतलब ट्रांजिशन मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स शोज मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज। नाउ दिस मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज are actually different terms that is called magnetic moment. So magnetic properties is the collective term, but there are some different terms like diamagnetic, paramagnetic, ferromagnetic, antiferromagnetic. So these are what? These are different terms under magnetic properties. So the magnetic properties of different materials are studied in terms of their magnetic moment. Okay, so the magnetic properties of different materials or metals, you can say that materials are studied in terms of their magnetic moment. Very important. Magnetic moment. Okay, so magnetic moment is what? Magnetic moment is, we can say that magnetic moment which arise due to orbital motion and spin motion of the electron. Okay, so this magnetic moment is what? Orbital motion, orbital motion and spin motion. Okay, orbital motion and spinning motion, we can say that. And as we all know that the electron is a charged particle. Okay, when we said that electron is a charged particle and its orbital motion, this orbital motion. So let's draw a picture here. This is, suppose this is your nucleus. Okay, this is nucleus and this is what? Orbital. So this nucleus is exactly in center, and here we have an electron. This is electron. Okay, and this electron, and this is your orbit. So this electron is moving in this orbit. So, and this is your nucleus. This is nucleus. So what will happen, uh, as the electron is a charged particle. Okay, this electron is a charged particle, so this orbital motion produce a small magnetic field along the axis of rotation. So this orbital motion will produce what? A magnetic field. So what we can say that the magnetic moment of electron due to orbital motion. So this is because of orbital motion. Okay. So this why magnetic, sorry, moment. Okay. So this magnetic moment is produced because of what? Orbital motion. And on the other end, if we see that, and this is your direction, okay, so this is what, uh, along the axis of direction. So this is nothing but along the axis, along the axis of rotation. Okay. And on the other hand, the second is the spin magnetic moment. So spin magnetic moment is nothing but, suppose if I am taking this electron, okay, so this is your electron and this electron is spinning. This is the spinning of electron. So this is your direction. So this is direction of spin. This is what? This is direction of spin. This is nothing but direction of spin, and this is your electron. So from this also will get a magnetic moment. Okay, from this also what will get? Magnetic moment. So this is called spinning motion. Okay, so here we'll get magnetic moment, and this magnetic moment is along the spin axis. This will be what? Along the spin axis. So this is along the axis of rotation and this is along the spin axis. Okay. So this is what the magnetism or magnetic properties created in a particular electron or particular element. Okay. And now you can see that here we have two types of motion, and with this two type of motion, two types of magnetic moment is created, and magnetic moment is a vector quantity. Point to be noted. What? Magnetic moment is a vector quantity. Okay, and if it is a vector quantity, then definitely we require net magnetic moment of an electron. So that net magnetic moment will be represented by arrow. Okay, because it is in a vector quantity, as you can see in this picture. So based on the behavior of this magnetic substance in external magnetic field, because what will happen, this as magnetic moment is a vector quantity, what will happen is, we can say that a material that may be considered to a number of magnetic dipoles. Okay, because this may contain number of dipoles, that is a simple bar magnetic, like north and south pole. Okay, so if this is placed in an external magnetic field, there is occurrence of repulsion or attraction. So because this is behaving like a magnetic, because it is a dipole. Okay, so when it is placed in external magnetic field, we will get different types of magnetism. So based on the behavior of magnetic substance, based on the behavior of different substance in external magnetic field. Point to be noted, this is behaving like a magnet, tiny bar magnet, and when you place it in different external magnetic field, it will behave accordingly. Okay, magnetic field. So we'll get the different types of magnetism. Okay, the following types of magnetism observed. Following types of magnetism observed. Okay, so what are that? Like first diamagnetic. सी इसके पहले जो आपने पढ़ा होगा वो यही पढ़ा होगा कि अगर पेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो डायमैग्नेटिक होगा, अगर अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो पैरामैग्नेटिक होगा। ठीक है, लेकिन हम थोड़ा सा ये चैप्टर जो है वो और उसको डिटेल बताएगा कि डायमैग्नेटिज्म, पैरामैग्नेटिज्म ये सब क्या है, ये सब एक मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज़ हैं। ठीक है ना। सो डायमैग्नेटिज्म we can observe, similarly we can observe the paramagnetism also. Paramagnetism we can observe in external magnetic field. Then ferromagnetism is there. Ferromagnetism is there. And the fourth one is antiferro, just opposite of ferromagnetism, that is antiferro. We will discuss later on each and everything, but this is just for introduction. So what will happen? See, every electron is what? Charged particle. So this electron is moving in this orbital. So we can get two motion. One is based on the orbital motion and other one is its own motion, that is the spinning motion of that electron. So ultimately what will get? Two types of magnetic moment in a particular electron. One is the orbital motion and spinning motion. So when and of course this is along the axis of rotation and this is along the spin axis. This is your spin axis along this spin axis. So when you put this and based on this this particular electron behaves like a magnet because it has creating two poles. One because of this particular electrons spinning and orbital spinnings, this will behave in like a magnet, and when it is placed in external magnetic field, the following types of magnetism is observed. Clear? Let's talk about the express how this magnetic moment is expressed. Okay, so magnetic moment's unit. See, magnetic moment is generally is expressed in terms of Bohr magneton. Okay, expressed in terms of Bohr magneton. Niels Bohr is the name of the scientist, and magneton. So short form is BM. Okay. Also it is represented in terms this is also BM is one, and the beta is also beta or mu beta. Okay, mu beta or mu B somewhere. It is not beta, it is B, not beta. Okay, so first is Bohr magneton, second is beta or mu beta. Now what is the value? Let's talk about the values. So its value 1 bm, that means its value is 0.927 0.927 into 10 to power minus 27 erg Gauss. Okay, Gauss is the unit. Okay, GUA. So this is the value of one Bohr magneton, and this value you can convert in joules per Tesla. Okay, like we know that one erg equals to 10 to power minus 7 joules. Okay, and one Gauss that is equals to 10 to power minus 4 Tesla. Okay, so this how you can convert this value into joules per Tesla. So 1 bm in SI unit, if you say that in SI 1 Bohr magneton equals to what? 0.927 10 to power minus 27 or 1.1 to 10 to power minus 20. So let me correct. I think I have written some wrong value. This is 20. This is 20. 10 to power 20 erg Gauss. Okay, and if you convert this, this will become 23, or also you can convert this is 9.27 into 10 to power minus 24 am square molecule. Okay, so expression, how you will find it? So I am writing its expression. So one Bohr magneton equals to E H upon 4 pi mc. Okay, 4 pi mc, where E is what? E is the electron, that is electronic charge, and H is Planck constant, very well known Planck constant. Mass of electron is m, so m is mass of electron, and c is the velocity of light. C is what? Velocity of light. Okay, so this is how you can calculate one Bohr magneton. If you have a mass of electron, if you have charge is always there, charge, Planck constant is there, light velocity of light is there. So while putting all this value, will get value of one Bohr magneton, that is the your magnetic moment of that particular electron. So this is the formula. This is the formula to calculate the Bohr magneton. See, till now what we can guess, अभी तक जो हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट निकालने के लिए, वो हमने पढ़ा है क्या कि n √n+2, n जो है नंबर ऑफ अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो उसको हम वैल्यू पुट करके निकाल लेते हैं, और उसके बाद जो आंसर आता है लाइक 5.42 आया, सॉरी 5.92 आया या 1.73 आया, तो हम लिखते हैं उसको 1.73 BM, दैट मीन्स बोर मैग्नेटॉन, या कहीं पे म्यू बी भी लिखा जाता है। तो आपको BM से भी अगर मल्टीप्लाई करना हो तो फिर आपको इससे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़े, ठीक है ना, क्योंकि 1 BM ये वैल्यू देता है, ये वैल्यू है उसकी, ठीक है ना। तो ये डिफरेंट वैल्यूज़ हैं, ये अभी तक मेरे ख्याल से आप लोगों ने नहीं किया होगा, तो इस तरह से आपको उसको कैलकुलेट भी करना होना चाहिए, ठीक है। अदरवाइज़ हम सिर्फ BM तक भी रखते हैं उसको, चलता है उसमें भी। तो ये एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन था इसका, इस चैप्टर के शुरुआत में। इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ हमने ज़्यादा इसमें बड़ा रखा नहीं इसको, ठीक है। बाकी तो फिर हम जो है अगली लेक्चर में फिर हम डिस्कस करेंगे इसके जो सबसे पहला वाला इसका जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट का, वो है पैरेलल। तो सबसे पहले हम इसी की बात करेंगे, ठीक है ना। सो इसको आप देख लीजिए। थैंक यू।